Hello guys, how are you doing? This is your Dr. Mantarishwa. In this video, we are going to discuss a question of 2009 NEET and the same question appeared in the 1990 JEE. Okay, the question says three concentric spherical shells have radii A, B, C as shown in the figure and have surface charge densities sigma, minus sigma and plus sigma respectively. If VA, VB, VC are the potentials of these three shells, then for C is equal to A plus B condition, what will be the relation between potentials VA, VB, VC? Let us do it. So there we go. So you need to remember one small technique here. So basically you need to find the potential on the surface A now. So wherever you are finding the potential, you just need to consider a point on the surface. Say here is the point A. Now that potential at that point is nothing but a potential due to all the charges in the system. Potential due to QA. Let us number them. QA, QB, QC are the charges corresponding to these surface charge densities. So V due to QB plus V due to QC. Now you need to find out these things. So you need to remember one small trick, otherwise it will be difficult for you to do it. So the trick is, so generally every physics sir has some original degree, isn't it? So you need to remember every sir has original degree. Sir means you have to consider SIR means surface. If your point, wherever you are finding the potential, if that point is wherever you are finding the potential, that point is called your point. If your point is on the surface or inside, we need to consider radius of the charge distribution. Radius of the charge distribution. Next, if your point is outside, then you have to consider the distance of your point, wherever you are sitting, distance of your point from the center. Got it? Now let us try to apply that, then you'll understand much better. Okay, so here V due to QA is nothing but here generally KQA by plus KQB by plus KQC by, numerator actually will be K, generally it is KQ by R. I hope you know it. Now K times charge distribution QA, and you need to find here the only confusion is the denominator part. Let's do that. Here your point is A, your point is on the surface for QA charge. On the surface means you can take the radius of the charge distribution. What is the charge? QA. The radius means A. KQA by A. Next KQB. Now your point is inside. Your point is inside for QB charge distribution. Inside means what you need to consider? Radius of the charge distribution. Once you consider the radius of the charge distribution, you need to write B here. That's it now. Radius of the charge distribution is B. Now KQC you have. So for KQC, your point is inside for QC charge. Okay, inside means again radius of the charge distribution. QC radius is C. You understand? Now you also know that the surface charge density sigma is equal to Q by area. Here for a sphere it will be 4 pi r square. So Q is equal to sigma into 4 pi r square. So for QA can be written as sigma into 4 pi a square. QB can be written as minus sigma into 4 pi b square plus sigma. QC can be written as plus sigma by 4 pi c square. Okay, let us write that down now. So K I can take common. So here sigma into 4 pi a square, that is your QA by A is already there, plus here QB is nothing but a minus sigma times 4 pi b square plus sigma times 4 pi c square divided by B here, divided by C here. That's it now. K anyway I have taken common. So this A, this B, this C, this C gets cancelled. Now if I take sigma into 4 pi common in all of them, so K into sigma 4 pi into A minus B plus C. Now let us keep it aside. Now here let us try to find out potential on the surface B. Now that is also due to potential due to QA, potential due to QB plus potential due to QC. Very good. Now here your point is this now. Your point is outside for this charge distribution, isn't it? Therefore K. So I told you numerator will be same. That's not a problem. Only the problem lies in the denominator in these cases. So KQA by KQB by KQC by. Now KQA by your point is outside for this charge distribution. Outside means you have to use the distance of your point from the center. So your point is here. From the center, at what distance it is there? B is the distance. That's it. Plus KQB by. So here your point is on the surface for QB. Your point is on the surface for QB. Isn't it? Yes. So therefore you have to use on the surface means you have to use radius of the charge distribution. What is the charge distribution here? QB. So radius of that is a BB. B. Next plus KQC by. So your point is B is inside for QC charge distribution, isn't it? So therefore you have to take a. Sorry, your point is inside. So inside means radius of the charge distribution. Radius of the charge distribution means C. Got it? So let me just rearrange this term so that it will look like this. So I can take K common. It will be again QA is nothing but sigma into 4 pi A square divided by B minus sigma into 4 pi B square, that is your QB divided by B, plus sigma into 4 pi C square divided by C. Got it? This C gets cancelled. This B gets cancelled. I can take K into sigma 4 pi common. It will be A square by B minus B plus C. So let us say this was equation 1. Let us say this is equation 2. Now let us find out VC. That is also again V due to QA, potential due to QB plus potential due to QC. Now here is the point where you want to find out the potential. Your point is outside for this charge distribution. So KQA by outside means we need to consider distance of your point from the center. So your point is here. So from the center, at what distance it is there? C. Very good. Next KQB, again your point is outside for this QB charge distribution. Okay. So outside again you have to use distance of your point from the center. So distance means again you have to consider your point distance. So that is also C again. Next KQC. Your point is on the surface. Surface means you have to use radius of the charge distribution. Charge is QC. So the radius corresponding one is actually C again. So I hope you understand what I am saying. Now here I can take K by C common. Okay. QA is nothing but sigma into 4 pi A square. Isn't it? Minus sigma into 4 pi B square plus sigma into 4 pi C square. I can take sigma into 4 pi common. Sigma into 4 pi common divided by C as it is. Now here A square minus B square plus C square. Isn't it? Now can I write, let me rewrite this step. Can I write this as A minus B into A plus B, first two terms. Next term is C square as it is. So let me write this C also inside. Okay. So C is here, C is also here. Now we have been given in the problem that you can see in the previous case where A plus B is equal to C. Isn't it? A plus B is equal to C. So A plus B is equal to C. So you can cancel them out. So C and C gets cancelled here. So let me write K into sigma 4 pi A minus B plus C. That's what you got. Now let us compare equation 1, 2, 3. So if you see K sigma 4 pi into A minus B plus C, and this is same as the first one, but it is not same for the second one. Okay. So first and 3 are same. So second one is not same. So you can say VA is equal to VC, which is not equal to VB. Which option is correct? Let us see. VC is equal to VA, which is not equal to VB. Option D is correct. Thank you.